Hello again. Welcome to Sweetcast. Yes, the answer is another live stream. Yeah. Um, I took the day off because of this campaign, and it's amazing how many emails that you have to answer. Emails, DMs, direct messages on Twitter, and really anywhere else. Questions on the campaign, all sorts of stuff like that. It happens. But it feels good to be talking with people and making everything work just right. So the Ghastly Gamer, welcome. Trash Fire, always great to see you. We've passed 5K. I should refresh it again. I checked it earlier. 5K. This is turning out to be a great, like not just great, like fantastic campaign start, and we're just on day one. Really, we're not even, 24 hours. We're talking day one. I'm going to be on Comicsgate Presents tonight, this evening. It'll be, so let's see, 8 p.m. Eastern time, and I'll be on there with John Malin. And then after that, depending on how long that goes, I might do my own stream later at night, and hopefully we can get some people into my stream. Realize this is not a great time of day. I just invited a whole ton of people. So we'll see if anybody comes, but I'm not going to hold anyone to it, obviously. Retro Graphic Books, great to see you. Clock in Dollars, homie. Yeah, it's pretty great. It feels good. Georgia Sousa, hey Clint, just backed at the $50 tier, gonna back the secret perk too, just because. Hey, thank you so much. That's awesome. That way you're getting those prints too. Those are quickly selling. Congrats, Sweetcast. Thank you, Matt Costin. Really appreciate that. 8-Bit Elvis, hail Sweetcast, hell 8-Bit Elvis. Welcome. Very cool. Guys, this is exciting. Twitter has been just going nuts. It's one of those things, and this is why I appreciate all you that are watching my videos. You sign up for the mailing list, because those early backers, when you are backing like right off the bat, it's really helpful. It draws attention to the campaign, and we're trending on IndieGoGo. They're actually promoting us now because we're trending. So that's getting normies into the group and into backing it. So that's awesome. Yeah, so Mike is streaming. I didn't even check who is streaming. So I just figured today I don't even care whose toes I step on, because this is launch day. So we're gonna be doing a lot of streams. Man, I'd rather just be on Mike's stream. That'd be fun, but I don't think he's talking about comics. So this is great. I did find some cool stuff to talk about. I posted, let me share my screen here. I added new tiers. For those of you who haven't checked it, I added new tiers, and already, there we go, sharing the screen. Here's I guess my end of things. I added new tiers and already sold out of a new tier. So here, let's refresh this first. We were at 5,022. We'll see, maybe it's the same. Nope. 5,115, almost $100 jump there. 73% funded. This is so great. We're going to get funded today, because we haven't even hit. I mean, people will spend money in the evenings. A lot of people at work, and that happens too. They back it there, but they're busy. So in the evenings, they get on streams, live streams, and so forth. And so it'll be great to be on Comicsgate Presents. There's no reason why this is not going to get funded today. That's so great. So let me show you the new perks. So I added the digital copy. I went ahead and added that. I didn't want anyone to feel like I was, if that's the one thing that you do is a digital copy, I still want you to get the book. So, yeah, I went ahead and did that. So I'm glad that 3 people got that. And I got a few people giving me reasons why they'd want it. So yeah, there it is. Digital copy. We have still assigned the cover A. Here's cover B, just in and of itself. So far, 1 person has claimed it. So it's always nice to get those, just more options. Cover B, you've seen that before. Here's the print bundle. And as that secret tier is running out, I mean, we already have more than half of them are gone right now. So I think the 95 are going to run out. This is going to start going pretty quickly too. 8 people for the collector bundle. Here was the original, or this is the 5 that we had for you getting drawn into the book. Those went so fast. I could not believe how fast they went. So that is gone. This is my original. This is on 11 by 17 Bristol board with ink and blue lines and everything. And that actually sold for $300, and it didn't take long. So thank you for those that bought that. Of course, the Matthew Weldon cover is also sold out. Feels good, but at the same time, I want to keep this thing going. So I was looking at t-shirts. What do you guys think? Is that a good idea to get t-shirts? I better look at the chat, because if I'm going to ask you a question, I gotta be able to see what you're saying. Pop out chat. Let's just look here while we talk about t-shirts. I thought about doing more art prints, but I don't know, like, how many art prints can you have, right? I don't know. Yeah, you already sold the original art tiers. That's so cool. Yeah, and my original art, that was awesome. I'm kind of thinking maybe I'll scan it and color it and put it in like a back page of the book or something, just in like where the character sketches are and stuff. Some of that back matter. Could be cool. I don't know. JSim says, yep, everyone should look at how Sweetcast did it. Really happy with how things are going. And I am super pleased. Yeah, Scarlet Crusader, you're killing it today. Yes, thank you. Again, like, you guys are killing it. You're the ones doing this. What I was preparing for, I so didn't want to fail. Oh, somebody's in here. Who we have in the chat?
Hey, what's up, Clint?
Oh, hey, welcome. The Caffeinated Comic Books, right?
Yep. Yeah, it's been a minute.
Yeah, it has. Great to have you in. I'm just like streaming, doing all sorts of streaming. So yeah.
Congrats on launch day.
Yeah, thank you. It's been awesome. Yeah. I was just saying that a lot of my efforts have been in trying not to fail. And so I tried to cover all my bases. Yeah, try not to fail. But the other thing is like preparing to succeed. So now I'm like, shoot, I'm like scrambling for some higher tiers. So I'm thinking about getting some t-shirts. We'll see how that goes.
If you do, go through crypto fashion.
That's what I've heard. I've heard good things. I know you have to get accepted. I don't know how long that takes, but
according to Ethan, as well as my boss Jeremy over at Geeks and Gamers, it does not take long at all. And then the quality of the shirts is pretty top tier.
Okay, I'm going to do that today. I'm going to get in there and see what I can do, because I want to get, why not, right, to get a t-shirt. Some people are saying yes, more prints. Okay, I'm listening to you guys. So I changed the tiers because of demand. I want to give you what you want.
Hey guys,
who else do we got?
It's me, Nathan.
Oh, time code. Sorry, I'm not looking. I'm looking at a different screen. So
congratulations, man. You're doing your thing.
Thanks. It's crazy. Crazy. My head is spinning. I didn't expect it to go this fast.
Yeah, I saw it. Like, I saw the first 3. I was like, wow, dude.
Yeah.
You the man. You the man.
Thanks.
Well, but now, just like you said, now you have to be prepared for the success. Sometimes that's almost more difficult.
Well, that's why, shipping comes up. Shipping is a thing. Here, I'm gonna stop.
Shipping is a big expense.
Yeah, shipping is a deal, and that stressed me out. I don't know if you guys have heard of some dude in Australia that did a crowdfunder for a comic book, or no, sorry, a board game. And the dude, he lost his house because he didn't have shipping figured out.
Wow.
Yeah. So when I joke about losing my house, I'm not joking. Like, yeah.
Well, that escalated quickly.
Yeah.
I added the price in with my I added the domestic orders.
Yeah.
I added the price in for shipping with that, but the other orders, it's extra. It's like I just did a flat $25 for everything else, but domestic I added it in with the price because that it seemed to make a lot more sense to do that.
Yeah. There's so many different routes to go. I don't know. We'll see. This will be a learning experience for sure. I'm glad, at least with comics, there's so many people that have done it before that
Right.
there's not too many differences. Providing t-shirts, I know that'll change shipping, but I'm gonna have that be totally separate, so it's not it's not going with books.
I think you should do the crypto fashion thing. The only reason I think that is because Ethan was so adamant about it, and it makes sense because I did some pricing on t-shirts. If you're going to, I would say if you're going to do it as a perk, you should have them printed first so that you would have them already, and then add that price in. But it's the more you add to a perk that's not paper, the more it starts to cost. So I'm it's especially for a first time campaign. It's a lot happening with that. I had a campaign that I did that actually, it was a Kickstarter we did that actually got funded.
Oh, nice.
And we had to kind of we had to kind of give everything back because the guy who I had working with me, he dropped out. So that pretty much ended the because he was the secret sauce because of the price he was giving me and everything. So always just always have your research down, have your backup plan, everything, because if this jumps off, you want to be able to go bang, bang, bang. That didn't work out. Let's hit this next thing and let's keep it moving. So that would be my advice from a person that won a campaign and couldn't get through it. And like I told you last time, that's why I'm doing this campaign all by myself.
Yeah, man, it's a ton of work. Yeah, and that's good advice. You want to be prepared. I'll admit, I should have prepared a little bit more for success. I just thought, we'll cross that bridge when I get there. But
you don't want to be scrambling like Zach was.
Yeah, the bridge is here. So I'm like, okay, I'll contact Crypto Fashion. That's good advice. And I think we'll get a t-shirt. That's, it's always nice. I'm trying to decide though, should I do, you let me know, chat. The logo for Downcast is done by Eric Weathers. It's really great. I think that'd be make a really nice, clean t-shirt, just the logo. But at the same time, it's kind of nice to have some artwork on a t-shirt. So I don't know. I'm open to suggestions for sure. Midnight Images says, congrats, man. Looking good. Jumped in this morning as soon as I got the email for the secret perk. Can't wait, bro. Thank you very much. Really appreciate that. Simon Sim Pothier says, just backed. Thank you. Really appreciate that. Eric Weather says artwork with the logo on the sleeve. I like that idea. That's cool.
I'm always a fan of like a small logo on the chest, on the front, and then artwork on the back.
Yeah. Some cool options. I'm trying to decide though, what should it be, some of the existing artwork, or should it be something new? I don't know. New, the problem is I have to hire somebody. It costs money.
Mm-hmm.
That's the problem. So I don't know. I guess I'll be thinking about that. But yeah, let me know, guys. The print image would look great on a t-shirt. I have thought about that too. I could talk to Chaz and just make sure I'm sure that he'd be fine with that. He's the artist that did that gorgeous print. Yeah, I could talk to him about that. It is really, really cool. That print is beautiful. Yeah, let's so sort of shifting gifts here. I don't want to just talk about me in the campaign. So we'll get back to it. But
it's kind of the topic of the hour.
It kind of is, but we'll circulate it throughout. I want to talk about Neil Adams. Did you guys know that he started a comic book shop in this climate?
I did not. That seems foolish.
No, we're going to read the article here in a minute. First, let's see. Tarsik says, why do you have to do just one? You're talking about a t-shirt. You can make options. They print on demand. If you're set on the logo, do it. But I love the print of your female character holding that piece of the sun. Yeah, that's true. I mean, again, looking at Antonio Bryce, he's got several t-shirts. So, yeah. Is that your shirt? Yes, art on the back. Yeah, cool. Yeah, man. I'm gonna look into this. I'm gonna definitely do some prints, but let's see what Neil Adams is up to. Got to get to share my screen. There we go. Neil Adams, and I don't have ad block yet. So sorry, everyone. Okay, it wouldn't have taken that much to do it, but oh well. So Neil Adams opens his own store. This happened today, not April Fool's Day. This is today, April 2nd. Opens his own comic book store in Burbank, Los Angeles this weekend. Can't believe this. So Neil Adams will be properly opening his own comic store in Burbank, just north Hollywood way from DC Comics headquarters. He'll be signing comics, from 3 to 4. Okay, this is all just stuff. So I want to know why though. He may be signing stuff. Looks like this is it. He's like ready to go. They've got a shop and everything. I don't know. Does this make sense? Opening a comic book shop?
No.
Yeah, why?
Not even a little bit.
It's like a vanity thing. Like, I don't get it. It doesn't make a lot of sense. Maybe this is good because he'll learn the hard way how difficult it is to be a comic book shop, how to be a comic book retailer and make money.
What's specifically is he selling? Is he selling new comics, old comics? Does he have a specialty, or what is his what's his thing going to be? Because maybe he's got something, or maybe he knows something that we don't know, or maybe he's got a specific plan of action that might be successful. Doing things in sometimes doing something that's counterintuitive is the way to go.
Well, maybe. I mean, he does well on the convention circuit. He's charging for his signature. So it is possible that this is a closer to home outlet for him to go sign stuff or do sketches or whatever he's doing. I don't know. I'm just speculating at this point. I don't know. Does that seem possible? I don't know. Still seems crazy to me. Brick and mortar store.
I don't know.
Yeah, as much as I hate to say it, brick and mortar, it's dying. It's on the way out. It doesn't make sense to open up a new one.
Yeah, especially now. I don't know. 2019 is the year of. I really think things are going to change as far as the industry goes. Brick and mortar, I just don't see any way of it holding on unless something massively changes. And it has to be big. It had to be a big change in order for it to be a viable business model.
And so many different things have to change too.
You know what could change comic book shops? If they started advertising. No, there's I watched this show on YouTube called Company Man. And if any of you guys checked out, it's a great show about companies and how they rose, how they fail, and things like that, and how big they are. Little Caesars had this. The one on Little Caesars is really good. They had this point where they were doing their thing. Everybody, you guys know what Little Caesars is, right? Everybody, they have pizza. They give you the two pizzas for. Okay, so
fake pizza.
Wait. So they were
pizza.
They were doing their thing, and their business and everything was fine. And then they had this downturn where it just at some point business just started dropping off, and they were trying to figure it out. And the one thing that they figured out they had done, they stopped advertising. That was like the one thing when they started advertising again and stuff. I mean, people literally forgot about Little Caesars. It's their advertising was driving business. I remember back in the 80s, comic book stores used to advertise, and I have never seen I haven't seen an advertisement, a TV ad for a comic book shop or for just comic books in general. DC, I know for a fact, DC Comics used to advertise. And I think that's something that would actually get people back into comic books, even if it's not the stores themselves, just comic books. A lot of people don't even know that comic books are still a thing. When they were coming back out with Archie, the new Archie comics, guy was sitting on the bus reading the comic book, And a woman was like, "Is that still around?" You know, there are people who don't know.
I talked a little bit about, and it's not comic book stores necessarily, like you're saying, but in my earlier stream, that they're not trying, and I think a lot of blame, publishers in some cases, Diamond definitely, they're not doing anything to help promote or sell the product, or they're not doing anything different, I should say. But yeah, there's ads. Scarlet Crusader, I 100% agree with Time Code. Ads sell. Yeah, there has to be some kind of marketing to sell books. And this is, I've heard several people, but just today on Twitter, somebody said they got into comic books again because of Comicsgate. They weren't interested in it before, they kind of fell out of the hobby, but because there's just this active marketing going on, people, I mean, they'd be interested if there's a jumping on point, or if it sounds if you can go to where they are and put it in front of them, So
did you see Zach's video about Kim and Kim?
Yeah, I did.
It's if we could actually get those, I mean, I highly doubt Comicsgate could do it, but if somehow the pros could get it in their mind to actually do what Ethan is doing, actually do what we're doing, get into it and actually start engaging the fans, people will come and listen to what they're saying. And I do believe people will come and start going back to comic book stores because they're having that fan interaction. But I really don't think, I think that could be kind of dangerous because I don't think the modern day pro knows how to engage with fans. But something like that has to be done. Maybe they could have, I don't know, some kind of representative for these companies or something who are online. Except I saw like some of the stuff Marvel is doing that absolutely horrendous. But some kind of person that knows how to interact with fans. But we're also assuming that these people actually want to make money. I know the comic book shops do, but the companies, particularly Marvel, I'm not sure what they want to do. And again, Disney being Disney, they have all the money, so they don't particularly have to care.
Right. Yeah, it's I don't know. I think you're right. They have to care about selling books. And if that's not their goal, they could have a plethora of other goals. But if selling comic books is not one of them, they have no incentive to do it. Right. And that's why really like having building an audience and talking directly to people. The nice thing about it is that you're accountable to your readership to give them what they want, as opposed to being accountable to, your publisher or your, I don't know, Joe Quesada, whomever, that you're trying to make happy.
Well, additionally, that kind of makes you bulletproof as well. Like, look at, when Ethan left DC, his fans followed him.
Yeah, it's true. Yeah, it's job security, right? I mean, yeah, they wouldn't have it. Yeah, if you're not interacting, if you're just a pencil monkey, when you quit, you're done. You're done. Nobody's following you. Maybe, or very little people are following you.
But Ethan also came in at that time when the artist was something special, and that is a thing that they are. They're definitely trying to, at least again, going with Marvel. Marvel definitely wants to kind of. It seems they want to push that to the side. The artist is no longer the special person at the,
Well, in Marvel, nothing special right now.
No. Right, but you had your writers who people liked, and then you had everybody else was an artist. You had your favorite artist, and if you weren't Peter David or Chris Claremont or like one of those top tier people as a writer, nobody really knew you. It was really about who the artists were, and that gave the artist a lot of power. And you could walk away from a company and have a bunch of fans. Nowadays, I think the question is who's really sticking out at Marvel, who can really do that now. You know, who are the Jim Lees and the Rob Liefeld and the Todd McFarlanes and people like that today? Who are those people who are sticking out?
Yeah. I mean, yeah, you're right. The star status, I think, I want to say Greg Capullo. Yeah, I'm trying to be totally objective. He's one that has a star power, you know. Trying to think who else in comics. Scott Snyder as a writer, definitely he has he gets a ton of attention.
Jeff Campbell.
Jeff Campbell, yeah.
He mainly does variant covers now, but I'll always be a fan of his work.
Yeah, man, he's good.
I really shelled out freaking $40 or $50 for Don't Shoot Me, a Captain Marvel variant cover of his, just because it was his art and he signed it. This was at Emerald City Comic-Con up in Seattle this last month, and it also, more importantly, had the proper variations of Carol Danvers on the cover alongside the new one. So I'm like, okay, nice. I can justify it. It has the real, not just the jabroni.
Yeah, he's a great artist, man. Everything he does is astounding. Was that the cover that he got flack for? Like he drew one version first, and people were really upset. And
no, that was a cover for I believe Ironheart, where he made Riri Williams look pretty all of his other characters that he's ever done in the history of his career, and people cried about it, and probably 15 people.
You're talking about the fake sexy cover?
Yeah.
It's like, oh, this is sexualized. It's like, this is
Get over yourself. Your opinion's not important.
Cover. Yeah. Right. It's like it's like she didn't have like big boobs or anything. It's a chick on the cover.
Yeah, it's funny. His work, he gets a little bit of flack for it here and there pretty consistently. I remember there was a cover that he did because he was doing covers for a run. I forget what the publisher was, but called Fairy Tale Fantasies. So he did variant covers of different fairy tale characters, one of which was from Peter Pan. So he did, was it Tiger Lily? Yeah, I think it was Tiger Lily. And he caught so much hell for his cover. It was meant to be a grown-up version of the character. It wasn't like it was the little freaking 3.5-year-old looking Tiger Lily from the Disney animated movie. This was like an adult version of the character, and she was sexy. And people were like calling him like a pedophile for it. And I'm like, well, the character looks like an adult. How does that get over yourself? You're not.
If you hire J. Scott Campbell to do,
you're gonna get a sexy cover.
You're gonna get, yeah. I mean, that's what he does. So expect it. But I don't know. They expect it. They look for that. They look for the false. And that's why a lot of people call it fake outrage, because it is fake outrage. They're looking for this thing to be mad about. I mean, if you're getting to a point where you're literally drawing fake eye lines on a cover to say, look at this, when literally anybody who knows anything about art goes, no, the eye line is literally here. You're creating things to be mad about. You're making this stuff up as you go along. And this is why if there's enough people who are seeing this happen and can go, and I mean, people are scared. People are obviously scared to speak out about it, but you're seeing this happen and you're literally saying, no, everything you're saying here doesn't make sense. This doesn't make sense for you to be mad about this thing. And it's a lot for attention. I don't even think it's for a political point of view now. It's mainly seemingly for attention more than anything.
It's virtue signaling. It's like, look at me. I think this is bad and I am better than this.
Right. To me, it's a tactic too. Yeah, totally right. You guys are right. But the tactic of, when PETA came out and said that Pokemon was horrible because it promoted like animal cruelty, like dog fighting kind of a thing. You're forcing these poor fictional characters to get in an arena and fight. They know it's nonsense.
Oh yeah,
right. But they want you to think that it's real, and then they get people that they buy on it to it, which I will never understand. But I want to refresh this. Let's see. We have 99 backers right now. Let's see if it has gone up. Do we get 100 backers? That's when I feel like things get great. Whoa, 108 backers. That was a big jump.
Yeah, man, you're moving pretty quick here for day one.
Crazy. Man, you're
Mr. Popularity.
Man, I my head is spinning. I knew we would get funded. I felt confident about us getting funded. I did not expect it.
Oh yeah, you're definitely getting funded.
Yeah, this is wild.
Funded day one, I'm thinking.
You guys, I'm going on to Ethan's show tomorrow night. Because today's his wife's birthday, so he couldn't do it today. So I was like, oh, how about Wednesday? Or he suggested Wednesday. I said, sure, let's do it. I was thinking that maybe if I was lucky, I could get funded by the end of that night. But I'm going to come on his show and already be funded, which would be pretty great. That's awesome.
Now just imagine how geometrically more you're going to make being on Ethan's stream.
It'll be a really interesting case study, I guess. I'm curious how it'll go, but I'm even trying to figure out like projections for how much it'll end up making. I think it's a little early to tell, but I know there's something like the first 48 hours or something, you can generally guess where you're going to end up. I don't know. Yeah, I don't know. There's something out there. I got to look into this more, but I know I've seen some projections and things like that. So yeah, this is outstanding.
Because as you've seen with other people who popped up on Comic Stars Pro Secrets. Wow, I can't believe I can't think of his name. The guy who drew She, he was on there just last week. You saw what he did. Why can I not think of this guy's name? The artist who drew She.
Yeah, Billy Tucci.
Billy Tucci. Man, they lit it up last week. They lit it up. I was like, wow. Because if you've done this on day one, and then you go on Ethan's show, I think you can really you can do something. I mean, hell, you're already doing something. So man, it's gonna blow up, man.
I think there's no reason why we can't hit 25,000. I think that's like, now I thought
that's almost kind of the standard though when you get on Comic Skate Live. Like you're gonna crack into 20,000 is kind of what happens. Though I'd be curious to know how many projects have actually met their initial funding goal prior to getting on Ethan's stream. I can't recall any.
I don't know that there has been, because a lot of them have been like Ethan's show. Some people probably had a bit of a following, I'm sure. I don't know. I have to look into this, but I don't know. I need to find answers because if I'm the first, that would be really cool, and I'm going to brag about that. Never Cold in the chat says, was there something for people on your mailing list when backing? Or yeah, there is. If you didn't get the email, you should have gotten the email. If you haven't gotten the email, you can email me directly. So it's sweetcastclint@gmail.com, and I will fix that for you. You should get a link to the secret perk because you are, you've had my back early on, and so I want to do something for you. So if you didn't get that, please email me. It should be working, or check your spam folder or something. Lady Hawk says, oh wow, Sweetcast forgot you went live today. Hold on a moment. Yep, went live earlier. Oh, I really went down here. Sweetcast, good job in getting funded. We're not quite there yet. Did you get help from Heather Antos?
Probably not. I don't see Clint sipping on a milkshake right now.
No. Oh,
I think he's too busy making money.
Yeah. Got more important things to do.
Selfie time.
Selfie. Oh man,
with
I should do. I'm seeing right now like stretch goals. Like if we hit $9,000, I'll do a milkshake picture.
Oh my god,
that would make people mad.
How triggered would that make them?
So mad. Oh man. Eric Breen says, if you get fully funded on day one, do you get to kick Nasser? I don't know. I should ask. I was actually looking at Nasser's campaign really closely when he launched this most recent one, Trixie Kane, because I thought maybe our scenarios are comparable. That's what I was thinking. So it'll be interesting to see. I do think I'm doing a little bit better though in day one than he did. I think I could look into that for sure. Yeah, 76% funded already.
That's
Crazy.
freaking wild. And what time did you launch today?
I launched around, it was like 9 a.m. 9:30. Yeah. Jeez. Crazy. And I launched it and it was sort of a soft launch because then I had to get my email ready, and then I had problems with the mailing list thing wasn't working properly. Boomer. Yeah, so I got that worked. Yeah, I pulled a boomer. But yeah, it's only been, I mean, this isn't all day one. We're really only, in a few hours, probably, I don't know. So 9, whatever that is. I'm not doing math today. You get the idea. Comic Book Black Belt says, congrats, Sweetcast, on such a great start. I'll be buying the book after the 14th. Awesome. Thank you very much. Ray says, Sweetcast, your comment looks sick. Good job. Thank you. A lot of that is just the great creative team that we've had put together. It's been really, really awesome. I'm going to refresh this again just for kicks.
Quick shout out actually to Comic Book Black Belt. He does some good videos of him doing digital drawings.
Oh, I did not know that. That's great. I love watching. Are they like speed painting kind of stuff?
Yeah, they're speed paintings, which are always super interesting to watch.
Yeah, very cool. Awesome. Thanks, everyone. We're at 79% funded. We're getting funded before the end of the night.
Hot diggity dog.
This is so great. We could even get to, I mean, it's possible, I guess, before I go on Malin's show, be already funded. That would be amazing.
Are you going on Malin tonight?
Yeah, it'll be 2 hours away. So nice. That's cutting it close. Never Cold says, oh crap, I got the email and see the secret tier now. Oh, you got the $50 bundle. It's basically the same, right? Technically, money-wise, dollar-wise, yeah, it's the same. But Never Cold, if you want to refund it and get the other one, I won't hold that against you. Do what you got to do. Retro Mila says, I don't understand. What is the secret tier reward? Can I just get the limited print? Where will the comic get signed if on the cover I don't want it signed? Oh, that's a good question. Man,
I mean, where else are you gonna put it?
I mean, I guess
first
in
panel,
the first page.
You inserts. You do inserts.
I get.
Just
yeah, you
like
can do that.
like Zach did.
Zach did.
Yeah, that way. What you and you need to start doing this now. You need to go get you some small sheets of paper and fold them, and then just start signing them, because otherwise you're going to be signing a lot of pages. So go get you one of those gold or silver Sharpies. Get you a few of those, and just start signing them and signing them and signing them, and then make them like half 11 by 17 or something like that, and just fold them around. Have them folded around the book, like the front. They open up the cover and that piece is in there. And
probably gonna have to talk to the printer to make sure. But yeah, I don't really want to sign on the cover, honestly. That makes me kind of sick to think about signing on the artwork. I don't know.
Interesting.
Yeah, a lot of people don't like that.
Huh. Well,
I find that interesting. As a collector myself, I love it, as long as it's from a creator that I actually give a crap about. I have no problem with them signing over the actual work.
Huh. Maybe I'll do a poll or something. See, these are details I didn't think about. And then the secret tier, that was for people that joined the mailing list ahead of time. And so it's still available. If you were on the mailing list and you didn't get it, just shoot me an email, sweetcastclint@gmail.com. I think I got, and then the limited print, it's not just by itself. Basically, it's to reward people that are willing to spend more to back. So I wanted to give, if you're spending more, then you get something special. So that's what the print is for. Sorry guys, I'm trying to catch up with everything here. Eric Breen says, congratulations on the first day success. Hoping to back Downcast tomorrow. Awesome. Thank you, Eric. Inside front cover, maybe. Okay. That makes sense. 81% funded. Really? I gotta check it again. Holy cow. 5688. Sweetcast, this is going to be a success. This is going to be one really quickly too. Nice work, Sweetcast, I knew you'd do great. Thank you, Headrock. Really appreciate that. Slick Rick says your campaign looks good. I'll be interested to see what Malin thinks when you are on his show. I will tell you, Malin looked at my campaign ahead of time, and he told me, I quote, "Looks like a really solid campaign." That's what he said.
Coming from Malin, I would call that a very high compliment.
Yep.
Yeah, he doesn't.
Malin doesn't get super excited about anything unless somebody's pissing him off. Otherwise, he's just super even keeled and chill. And then there have been some streams where he's gotten heated. I'm like, oh damn.
Did you guys see his Saturday morning stream where he looked at 2 different crowdfunding campaigns?
No. YouTube hasn't been notifying me of anything lately.
Yeah,
they're ticking me off.
He did one. I think it was a really, really early Saturday morning, the wee hours of the morning, and he looked at the Abductables and the Wand Pool campaign. And he had a lot of, I think, good constructive feedback for the Wand Pool campaign. But it was kind of surprising because he was there to promote it, and then he's like, hold on a minute, and he was critiquing all of the art and stuff, the lettering and all that. So yeah, if it's good to have him say good things. So Headrock says, also loved you in Church Ball. I got to tell you guys the inside joke with Headrock. When I first announced who I was, because I already have a little bit of an audience from my novels, everyone was like, who is it? Clint so and so. I'm like, really, it's not anybody important. So Headrock would always guess all these celebrities. So now he pretends I'm different celebrities named Clint. So it's always fun. Yeah, cool. So speaking of John Malin, do you guys, it seems like he's getting better and better. I don't know. Is that just me? Do you see the cover that he did for Nasser's book? We could look at that if you haven't seen it yet.
I have not. Truth be told, I haven't actually looked at Nasser's project.
Yeah.
I'll pull it
up for Kickstarter.
John Malin's cover for that project?
Yeah. I refresh.
That thing looks amazing.
I love his work though. I really am pissed at myself that I didn't get in on Graveyard Shift.
Yeah. I liked his stuff before. Like, I think, it looks good, but I feel like he's been just getting better. Guys, we're at 81% funded. Wow. So cool. Yeah, I'm going to pull that up so we can look at it. Let me get there. IndieGoGo. Own project. Okay. Yeah, this is the one I use to kind of compare. I don't know though, because it's not color. Mine is in color. That's John Malin's cover that he did. We'll look at the big one here. I like it a lot.
Oh wow.
It's different than his stuff normally.
It seems different from his normal stuff.
Really, really heavy blacks.
Yeah,
I would not have called that a Malin piece if you had not told me.
Nope.
Interesting.
I think he did it did it that way to kind of match the tone of the comic.
Maybe, yeah. I mean, I heard him say he likes to play with different styles. This is definitely a different style. And maybe because it's black and white too.
Mm-hmm.
So it's always nice to see more, spotting more blacks if it's a black and white book. I don't know. Pretty cool. Yeah, I was just like, wow, it's impressive. It's really cool. So, yeah, cool stuff. That'd be fun to go on his show. I can talk to him about it. See, Nasser here, he's up to $16,000. He's got
3 days to go.
3 days left. Yeah. It'll be interesting to see
Nasser
too. Yeah, I know. I was like, could I beat Nasser?
You're gonna beat Nasser. You're gonna beat Nasser. We're gonna make sure you beat Nasser. Nothing against Nasser.
No, yeah. Like I don't want to like. Some people don't like the competition kind of stuff, so I don't want to like,
As long as it's friendly competition or healthy competition. Remember, who was going to be the first to get to 6 digits?
Right? Yeah. It's good because it just I don't know.
It encourages creators and promoters to try different things to properly promote the piece and see what's going to work better moving forward for the next piece.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, I think you're right.
So I think there's absolutely nothing wrong with some competition.
Yeah.
As long as you're not, freaking trash talking people like it's a damn election cycle or something like that. And it's like, all right, we're all trying to be successful and make a freaking comic book.
Yeah.
No mudslinging's necessary, but
yeah,
little jabs and jibes here.
Right. Yeah, and to be clear, I have no problem with Nasser. Yeah, Never Cold says I like Nasser, to be honest. Yeah, I don't have any problems with Nasser whatsoever. All I was doing was guessing is his campaign might be a good indicator of where mine goes, but I don't know that is true really either. So I guess we'll see.
And his was successful really quickly too. Like he did a good job with it.
Yeah, he got it funded, man. I mean, his third campaign, right? This is not even his first one. So
he's churning them out.
Tarsik says, I'd rather have the book signed than some blank sheet that isn't part of the book. Yeah, I don't.
So yeah, I agree with that.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm going to talk to the printer and see what they do. I want to just make everybody happy. So I don't know the best way to do that.
The other thing you could do is you could have them send the covers out to you and then you sign them and send them back. Unless you fly out to, you do like Zach did and fly out to the printer. I mean, I'm saying this based on that. I'm assuming that you're probably going to end up with a lot of orders. So that's.
I hope so.
I'm right. If you end up with a lot of orders, you're going to need to do something like that. So all that goes into the cost. Obviously, do you want to fly out to your printer? Do you want them? Obviously, the postage for them sending you books and you sending them back probably a lot cheaper than that. But again, that's stuff you'll probably have to decide after you get all the orders in if you're going to sign on the books directly.
Yeah. Never Cold says, man, I didn't bother refunding, just kept the 2 tiers I already got and added a secret tier just now. All the best. Thank you, Never Cold. That's really cool of you. Yeah, I don't know. I'm going to talk to the printer. I will tell you, I have a printer selected already. I wanted to have that done ahead of time. And they're actually a US based printer. So I'm not printing out of the country. So in theory, I could fly there and sign books if they're doing fulfillment. I don't know. We're going to see what happens. Because I want to do fulfillment myself if I can, just to save money, but it might get to a point where it's just totally unrealistic. So we'll see. Eric Weathers, that's right. He did a cover for Nasser's book as well. Eric Weathers is the best letterer that I know. I think he's lettering just about every book in Comicsgate. You guys know Eric at all? He's got a YouTube channel. He's kind of just getting started up, but he's a really good letterer. He's lettering Downcast, and yeah, he's also an artist. He does good work. Just making sure I'm caught up to chat. Jay Sim says 82%. Heck yeah. Good job, guys. Murica. When is your spot on EVS? Yeah, I'm going to go on there tomorrow night, actually. Today is Andrea's birthday, so he's not streaming today. But I will go on Wednesday night, and it'd be really great to get on there and have a fully funded campaign. Slick Rick says, letting Malin have a look at it beforehand was a good move. He tore Wanpool apart. Yours looks a lot more professional than that, though. What time are you on his show? I'm on his show I'm 6 p.m. Mountain Time, so it'll be 8 p.m. Eastern Time. I'll be on his show. So yeah, I wanted to show him first. He did suggest to move some artwork up, like that print. I had it a little bit lower. He said, bump that right up. So I did that, and I think that was a good suggestion.
Yeah, you want someone to catch the viewer's eye right off the bat, and that piece definitely did. Because I haven't admittedly looked at your at what you were going to be doing for a little bit, and then when I pulled up the campaign, just as I hopped on and I saw that piece, I was like, "Oh my God in heaven, that is beautiful!"
Yeah, yeah, it's gorgeous.
And speaking of which, you actually gave me a good piece of advice too. You told me to put the sexy cover, the Sweet Child, or not Sweet Child, the Zombie Girl cover. You told me to put the Zombie Girl cover on my campaign, and that actually got at least one order. So
nice.
Thank you for that.
It was worth one order. Yeah.
It's got me at least one.
Kind of forgot what the cover was, but yeah, you had a lot of cool stuff. So yeah, Anagram says Eric is the only letterer I know. Yeah, I reached out to a few before I launched, and there aren't a lot of letterers that are okay with Comicsgate, or I mean maybe there are, just none that I talked to. Yeah, Eric did the lettering for Jawbreakers. Yes. He also did it for Graveyard Shift. Sounds like he's going to be doing it for Red Rooster, because they showed pages and tagged him in pages that he lettered just as a sort of a sample thing. So I would say that's all but decided. He's lettering Red Rooster. He's a true professional. So
I totally forgot all about Red Rooster.
Yeah, it happened. It went down before I was in. It's still in demand, isn't it?
Mm-hmm. I'm pretty sure.
Saw some pages lately.
Brightwisers have just been putting their heads to the grinder and getting work done.
Yeah. Yep. Here, I'm going to share it we'll see. I'm looking at IndieCron here. Where's Red Rooster? Some cool stuff. I like the style. It's oh, there it is. Red Rooster. Let's go to IndieGoGo. There it is, 183,000. Wow.
That's phenomenal.
Man, I always look at the backers. 3,288 backers. I can't even imagine. That's you're hiring a fulfillment service to do that. That's crazy.
Oh yeah.
That's so crazy. Man.
Unless you're Zach and you're a dummy. And then you do it all yourself.
That's right. He did that first.
I guess to be fair, he kind of got screwed. So,
man, and that, yeah. So he fulfilled Iron Sights, but he didn't do Jawbreakers, right? He had fulfillment. Yeah. Right. Okay.
But I think for what did he have, like a 1,000 orders for? How many orders did he have for Iron Sights?
I think he had like 2K.
Wow. Yeah, that's doable. You know, for because he only had like
that to the post office.
Well, he only had like 2 tiers, and that's doable. Now, should you do it? That's a different question. But 2,000's doable.
Yeah, I don't know. I just thought I can do mine on my own. You know, save some money. We'll see though. I don't know if I get. We're over 100 backers now. I'm just curious. Let's just check this for kicks. Over 100 backers. It's like I can package 100 things. Holy cow. We're at 5729. We're gonna break 6,000, I think, at the least, before we get on Malin's show. It's crazy.
Actually, you could get to 6,000 before the end of this stream, depending on how long you go.
Yeah. It probably won't go too much longer, so I can eat something before Malin's show. But yeah, we'll see. But that's awesome. Thank you, everybody. 117 backers. I thought 500 backers that's a really good campaign. Like by any measure, it's a good campaign. The problem, it's not the problem, but we're looking at some like Red Rooster. This is astronomical. This is not normal for a comic. And this isn't even obviously the highest one. So it's wild. I don't know. What next round of books are you guys looking for? I've got IndieCron up here. What ones are you guys looking forward to, I should say?
Rainbow Brute. I need that in my life.
Yeah.
Did you? Not just because I'm an Ethan fanboy, and then oh gosh, it's one that's I think already in the works. What's the one? It's like sci-fi-ish, and it looks like it's like super robots.
The Chaotic Flux.
That one.
Oh yeah. I've had him on my show once or twice.
The art for that is dope.
Yeah, it is. It looks so good. Just the cover. That was one that was criminally under funded, I think.
Mm-hmm.
For sure.
And I think that's just a matter of you have the content, but you don't have the promotion. And you need the promotion. You need the marketing there. You need more people to help you get the word out. Because from what I saw of it, it looked beautiful.
Yeah, it looked really good. It's not on here anymore. He didn't reach his goal, but it was flexible, so he still shipped his book and everything.
Mm-hmm. I hope he relaunches it at some point later in the year and gives it another go.
Yeah, I think he said that he's gonna do another issue, I think is the plan, and he'll probably launch the first one along with that. So we'll see more of him.
What's Lady Alchemy sitting at?
That's a good question. Lady Alchemy. Let's get down there. Where is it? There it is.
I love Martina.
40 grand.
40 grand. Oh my God. The last I looked, she was at like 27.
Something.
Granted, that was
happened.
like the beginning of March.
Something happened, right? That's a huge jump. It wasn't even close.
I don't think indie comics have sold like this since the 90s.
Right?
Yeah.
Good Lord.
This is
God bless 90s comics.
I know, right?
They understood. They got it. The dudes, you should want to look like that. Well, unless it's a Rob Liefeld drawing. And then your proportions are all out of whack. And the chicks.
Did you see the Rob Liefeld video that Zach did?
From Zach.
I actually got a notification for him, like, oh my God, what is Zach gonna say about this? I gotta see this. And I've been busy. I'm working on a couple of really big things right now for Geeks and Gamers. That's why I haven't really touched my channel throughout the entire month of March, and I feel bad about that. But I'm gonna be getting back to it this month.
Yeah, I haven't watched that video yet, but I've been meaning to. It sounds like it was a good one.
It's really good. It's everything you're probably gonna think that he's gonna say about Rob Liefeld, but it's really basic, to the point, very honest type, and it's a very common sense video. It's like, why did things look this way? Because they made money.
Mm-hmm.
End of story. It's like, it was cool. It made money.
Yeah.
That's why things look like this. Except, the stuff that's really bad. There's that too, but
yeah.
That Captain America piece.
Oh.
It hurts.
Oh, it's man.
Like bleeding from the eyes.
That chest. I mean, some people are diehard Rob Liefeld fans. I've never been a fan, I have to say, but
I like some of his stuff, but a lot of it, I'm just like, you're rushing. Either that, or you just are incapable of proportions.
Yeah, I don't know. Go ahead.
I was a huge Liefeld fan. I think I would say I like Dan Fraga as time. Like you had the other artists that would come up under them. I probably like Dan Fraga more. But the thing with Rob is that Rob was he drew very fast, and he was kind of, I want to say, lazy at points, because I would see some of his pencils, and there, he did all the tricks that you would do to kind of get a page out fast, and then you'd expect your anchor to come in and do, the rest of it. If you look at Rob Liefeld's art, like some of the stuff that other people inked for him actually looks better, but there's a thing he was doing where everything had to be dynamic.
Yeah.
But in making everything dynamic, he would ignore things such as your arm probably shouldn't be located in this position.
Under your head.
Right. It should be, but it was selling, so nobody was gonna, people weren't gonna come in and be like, hey, maybe you want to look at this. They're like, no, this book is making this much. Right. Let's keep putting it out.
Yeah, it's there are a lot of people. Yes, I see Angram says if you say Rob Liefeld 3 times, Malin will appear. he really likes Rob Liefeld, and he's inspired a lot of artists that I actually enjoy. I like their art. But yeah, Rob Liefeld himself, I don't get it. I don't know. People like him though, so that's okay. More power to him.
Yeah, no, whatever you're into.
Yeah.
You like weird proportions?
I
That's
had-
cool. Spend your money on whatever you want.
Right.
I had a book around here that was signed by him somewhere.
J Sim says we hit 83%. Thank you, everybody. That's crazy. We've jumped up. We started the stream at 70, about that 73, something like that, 72. We're up to 83, so 10 more percent just from this stream. Thanks, everybody. Yeah, I don't know. At the same time, I like artists that I think a lot of people don't like.
Like who?
Well, I'm trying to think of the Stocko. What's his name? Is it James Stocko? He did the Aliens book. I'll look it up. We'll look at the Aliens. I'm gonna say Dead Orbit. That's the name of the book. Here, let me screen share so everybody knows what I'm talking about.
Yeah, for whatever reason, his work isn't popping into my head right now.
Yeah, here's
okay.
There's the just the cover. I got the book, and it's very to me. It works.
I got a friend who would absolutely die over that. She is a hardcore Aliens fan.
Yeah.
Like, kind of disturbing.
Yeah,
but it's like
to the point of sickness. Yeah. I like his art. It's kind of I don't want to say ugly, but it works for. He's so precise with all of the little details to the point where it's almost like you're looking at a face in HD or something. Here's just like an interior panel. I know you can't see that super well, but yeah, a lot of people don't dig his art style. I think it's pretty cool. So I don't know. Yeah, I guess each their own. Phil Noto, though, he's my favorite. He's definitely not a 90s style person.
My favorite is no longer with us.
Oh, who is it?
Michael Turner.
Oh yeah, man, he's so good.
Oh yeah.
If I see something that he did the cover of, I buy it. Plain as I don't care what's on the interior. I've got my walls plastered with posters of his work. I'm trying to get more pieces that were signed from him.
Yeah,
he went way too soon.
Way too damn soon. And my actually local comic book shop knows the owner knows a ton of stories about him. And he said one of the coolest things was when he was going through all his treatment and stuff for cancer, he knew it's like this might be it. Like, instead of like kicking back, he just started churning out more work than ever.
Yeah.
Variant covers to this day there are new variant covers done by him that are coming out for books because he just did so much work. Wow. He's like, I'm going to make sure that my family's taken care of long past me not being here.
Yeah.
And I think that's just like the coolest thing.
Man, I watched the documentary. There's a documentary on YouTube about him, and it was really it was just amazing. His life story is amazing.
Mm-hmm.
Even just from he wanted to start drawing. If I'm remembering this correctly, you can correct me if I'm wrong. He wanted to start drawing, and he got a good chance to work with an artist. I forget who it was, and he sucked at first, and then the artist told him
over at Top Cow. It was Mark Silvestri.
Yes, Mark Silvestri.
He said, draw a building, and he brought his first drawing of a building, and it looked like a freaking loaf of bread. Is what Mark Silvestri said, and he's like, try it again, and just draw. Don't think too hard about it. And they brought back something that looked incredible. He's like, all right, yeah, we're gonna work with you.
It's such a cool story.
Yeah. And co-created freaking Witchblade, which is one of my all-time favorite comics.
Yeah. And then he developed a style that was unique to him, which is a lot of artists strive for that. He developed it relatively quickly, made a whole bunch of new characters, new creative property.
He created Aspen Comics.
Yeah. Yeah, it is an inspiring story. Makes me think like, man, maybe I could do it,
Yeah. Do it.
So cool.
There was another company too that wasn't connected with him per se, but they drew in his style. And I think it was somebody who worked
Not a bad artist to, have your house style based off of. That's for sure. Fathom, that's right. Fathom had beautiful art. Yeah.
Yeah, I've got, I think, just about every single variant cover for the first issue of that.
Yeah. So I'm just gonna catch up on some of the stuff in the chat. Ghost of Henry says you probably like Geoff, I'm gonna say it wrong, Darrow too. Maybe. I'm trying to think of what he does. I don't know. It's not standing out to me. 84% says Jason. That's awesome. Yeah, and then John Chester. It's $6 shipping for US shipping. I'm just having everybody pay for shipping to where they live instead of trying to, socialize it. It's a hard game to play, and it doesn't always work, as Doug Tenaple has found out the hard way. Let's see. So Retro Mila says at Sweetcast, so the secret reward tier is $10 off the print bundle. Please do the signings like your boy Zach. I'll temporarily back it, but if the vote makes it signed on the cover, I'll retract it. See, this is something like I wish maybe we can just talk about it. I don't know. I've got to figure this out. I'm going to talk to some people who have done it. Maybe I can sign yours on the inside or not sign it at all if you prefer, and sign others like signed straight up. I don't know if there's a way for us to
what I would do. I would do what you mentioned earlier. Take a poll of all of your backers, and the ones, if it's a relatively reasonable number of your backers that would prefer it not to be signed on the cover itself, just say, okay, then I'll make the signature on a separate sheet for you guys if it's a reasonable number.
Yeah, I'd be okay with like doing it on the inside cover or something, like I don't know. That to me that seems reasonable, but I realize some people would want it on the front cover, so I'm sure we could work something out so that everyone's happy.
We'll just take a vote.
Yeah, it'll work. Ghost of Henry says Geoff Darrow does Shaolin Cowboy and Hardboiled. I have not read either of those, but I will check them out now. Thanks. And John Chidester says, I was expecting $10. Yeah, a lot of people are doing the $10 shipping thing for just everyone across the board. Does not always work out. So that's why I actually got the shipping advice from Peter Samedi and just tried to make it work depending on where you live. So I realize that does make it hard if you live outside of the US. And I apologize for that. That's just one of the realities of, shipping stuff. So yeah, no signature on the front cover. Man, people are divided. I do want to poll about this. We'll figure something out, guys. Don't worry. Very cool. 72 people watching too. Thank you, everybody. This is awesome. This has been really exciting. the whole crowdfunding process. I did one before, not for a comic book. It was for a board game, and I failed spectacularly. I learned a lot from that. And I knew I never wanted to fail again in a crowdfunding thing because it's so embarrassing. So yeah, wanted to be successful. I knew we were going to hit the goal. I am so blown away by all the support though, because guys, we're like what, 83% funded right now, and we're still, the day is young, still within the first 24 hours, well within it. So I think we can get funded before we get on to Ethan's stream. It's totally doable. Yeah, it'll be great. Sierra Whiskey, hey. Very cool. Well, so Caffeinated Comic Books. Tell us a little bit about your channel.
Well, I do a lot of comic book reviews, though I'm actually a couple of weeks behind right now on new comic books. So starting tomorrow, I'm going to be jumping back on New Comic Book Day, getting some comic book reviews out there, doing some more esoteric videos as far as commentary on the industry. I'm going to be doing a lot more Comicsgate commentary specifically, especially with more of these books starting to roll out, a lot more of these campaigns starting to roll out. I don't know, maybe I'll talk some smack about yours.
There you go. Yeah, might as well. roast it. Yeah.
No, it
So,
looks good. It legitimately looks good. That's not me blowing smoke. That I'm excited for you.
well, thanks. Yeah, me too. I mean, and it's one of those things. Comicsgate is about people having opinions and it not being sycophantic and all those things that the comic book industry is. So yeah, I want people to evaluate it based off of their own tastes and judge it accordingly. Yeah, it'd be very great. And then Time Code Mechanics, you have a YouTube channel as well, for sure. Tell us a little bit about what you do.
We do commentary, filmmaking, tech videos. We run the gambit, but it's mainly comic books and filmmaking and commentary. Those are our big three things. We do some vlogging every once in a while, but comic books, filmmaking, and commentary. So right now we're doing a lot of Kick Vic commentary, which is weird because I'm not into anime whatsoever. It's because of the Comicsgate trolls that they're the anti-Comicsgate trolls that are popping up in Kick Vic. So I'm kind of going with the crossover stuff there. And I just launched I re-uploaded my Victor Locke Demon Hunter movie, or not Victor Locke Demon, but the Epitaph film with Victor Locke in it. And I did another film called Transit, which I uploaded a few weeks ago. So all that is over on my channel, Time Code Mechanics. So
very cool. A couple things in the chat. They didn't at me. Sorry guys, I'm still not monetized on YouTube. So screw YouTube. But yeah, just do it at Sweetcast if you have a question or comment. But I'm looking at some of these. Edwin Boyette says, Clint, send art so I can make a promo. I will do. I'll send you a link to some Google, like a Google folder, and then that way you can see art. Edwin Boyette does some really cool promo videos for all the Comicsgate books, or a lot of the Comicsgate books anyway. So I'll do that.
I saw those. Those are wow. The amount of talent in Comicsgate is just it's just amazing. It's stuff people don't even know about until they see it.
I know, all over different things people are really good at. And then I had a question. Simon Sim Pothier, Clint, what convinced you to add the digital copy? I added the digital copy because I didn't want anyone to feel bad about this campaign. I know that that's going to be hard to do still to make everyone happy, but I just thought I will run the risk of getting pirated if it means a few people, especially in that are overseas, for them to get a book that they otherwise wouldn't get if they want it. So that's why I did it. So I hope that's okay. So yeah, digital is available now. Lady Hawk says, one of the reasons I love Comicsgate is because we are all of different backgrounds, but we don't judge each other. We just want quality in the visual mediums. We love Comicsgate is amazing. I agree. And today has been proof of that to me, of the power of Comicsgate and just the network of creators that are helping each other out. I'm seriously really grateful for everything that you guys have done. Georgius Sousa says, guys, I have to step out. I'll catch the stream later. Nice chatting with you guys and gals. Congrats, Sweetcast, and cheers. See you later. Have a good one. Sweetcast, could you also start a subscribe star? Hey, funny you should mention that. I did. It's actually in the comment section in the description below in this video. I haven't been promoting it very heavily because I feel like I don't want to inundate you with things, because I've been doing the IndieGoGo campaign, but I do have Subscribe Star, and so I've got a couple subscribers there right now. So if you're interested in joining, it's in the link below for this video and every video. I've had it for about 2 months, I think now. So yeah, well, thanks guys for coming on. I think I'm gonna take a break and I'm gonna go on Malin's show, and then I'll probably end up streaming again late tonight. Just to make sure we finish off day one strong. So I'll send you guys a link again, and if you can make it, great. If you can't, that's cool too.
Yeah, absolutely. I'd be happy to rock it with you if I'm free.
Sure. Yeah,
definitely.
Yeah. Cool.
And you'll probably get more people too. There'll probably be more people around.
Yeah, that's the thing, is it is a weird time of day.
A lot of people are still at work.
Yeah. So I'm refreshing this thing one more time. Let's see. 83%, 58, 80, 58, 58. Cool. 120 backers. Thank you,
That's
everybody.
so awesome.
Yeah, that's so
Nice.
great. We're going to crush this thing. That's so great. Cool. Thanks, everyone. I will see you next time.